Now at 9, a local barbershop is giving away free haircuts to all law enforcement. Find out why the business is doing this.
Plus, the semester is coming to an end. Hear how students spent their time this past semester and how they are planning to end it.
And One Muncie Park is closing next season. Stick around to learn why this is happening.
The Rinker Center for Global Affairs held their weekly cultural exchange. Check out what this week's culture was.
And I've got the details on rain returning to the forecast. NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Braylon Judy.
And I'm Stella Davis.
This just in, President Donald Trump has authorized the public release of all Jeffrey Epstein-related files. He announced on Truth Social last night that he signed a bill directing the Justice Department to do so. The signing comes a day after the measure passed the House 427-1. It passed the Senate through unanimous consent yesterday morning. What's not known is how the Justice Department would release the files. The bill mandates that Attorney General Pam Bondi release all unclassified records tied to Epstein within 30 days. However, she has authority to withhold or redact information that could interfere with a federal investigation. Maxwell's Barbershop is making an honorable donation all month long. NewsLink Indiana's Mira Bloomer has the story.
For almost 8 years, Richard has owned Maxwell's Barbershop, but he has known this place his whole life.
Pretty bittersweet to be able to own the barbershop I grew up in, and this is my community. This is the city I was born and raised in, and there's nowhere I'd rather be given back to than Muncie.
This whole month, Richards has decided to give back to the law enforcement community, offering free haircuts in remembrance of a Muncie police officer, Blake Reynolds, who recently passed.
I've been in contact with a couple of my close friends that have worked with Blake, and they're taking it day by day, and it's very rough for them. But I think if I can provide a space for them to come in, hang out, relax, and just kind of forget about life for a little bit, that's a positive, I think, in my book.
And for one barber who only started a year ago, the tribute felt personal.
My father was a police officer for 26 years. And so we definitely know what that's like as a family, to have someone leave every day and not knowing if they're going to come home, and being very thankful when they are there.
With some police officers traveling to support.
I welcome anybody to come in here, regardless of the agency, if they're a sheriff, a city police officer, state police officer, any type of law enforcement. I welcome them into Maxwell's Barbershop.
For Richards, the barbershop has turned into his own way to give back, honoring the community that he grew up in. In Muncie, Mira Bloomer, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more on this month-long tribute, go to Maxwell's Barbershop on Facebook.
The Rinker Center for Global Affairs held their weekly culture exchange. NewsLink's Riley Schaefer explored this week's meeting.
This week's presentation focused on China, particularly Kung Fu knowledge. Ball State has numerous opportunities to learn new things and explore the campus, especially for international students who may be looking for friends or even a little bit of home in Muncie.
As an international student, I also think it's a great way of students to get more used to the culture here, meet new people and new forms of support.
Anna Julio works for the Rinker Center and has been a student for over a year. She also helps set up with the culture exchange and other events in the center. Student Mingwei Zhu was one of the presenters, and she started at Ball State just 2 months ago. This group of students came together in an exchange program with Ball State.
We are the one-to-one program from the Chinese Northeast Agriculture University and between BSU.
This event covered the history of Kung Fu, movies, the different styles, and even the people who attended participated in Tai Chi, a form of moving meditation that integrates ancient Chinese martial arts. Mingwei is just one example of the many opportunities students have to teach others about a place special to them, home. More activities in the Rinker Center are coming with new events, continuing to add to the diversity.
We're going to open for other countries and students that are interested. In the beginning of the spring, I'm going to reach out to students and see who is interested in doing those events with me.
The diversity doesn't stop at the events. Anyone can attend and learn something new about a future vacation, study abroad information, or just an interest in the topic. In Muncie, Riley Schaefer, NewsLink, Indiana.
To attend any of these events, visit the Rinker Center located in the Student Center or visit the Ball State events page.
If you camped at Prairie Creek Reservoir this season, you may have just packed up your gear for good. Mayor Dan Ridenour announced today that the city will not lease out the North Shore campsite for the 2026 season. The North Shore covers more than 26 acres and includes more than 100 seasonal camping spots. The mayor says the site is in need of new upgrades, but there is currently no timeline, budget, or design plan for what comes next. Ridenour says all options are on the table. The campground may simply be renovated or the space may be used for something new. Campers with permanent setups will be required to move their trailers by March. Now, Stella, speaking on reservoirs, I love to camp, and personally, when I camp, I want it to always be sunny.
Yeah, me too. I'm really hoping for some sunny weather myself, just in general. So maybe we'll go see what Joe's thinking for weather.
Yeah, we're hoping for that sunshine the next few days, but pretty cloudy right now. Take a look at the current temperatures. Mid-40s across much of the state. 45 here in Muncie, 43 in Indianapolis, and 43 to our west in Lafayette. That's going to remain pretty consistent as we go throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. Here at 8 a.m., 44 degrees, going up to around 51 tomorrow at 4, and overall just going to be right at that average high of 51 degrees. But I'll be tracking steady temperatures, that rain sticking around. And will we see that sunshine? Find out in my full forecast.
It's never too early to begin celebrating the holidays, and one company is kicking off its annual program. As Christmas approaches, it's time to get those letters to Santa in the mail. November 17th marked the start of the U.S. Postal Service's annual letter adoption Operation Santa. Operation Santa gives children and families the opportunity to write letters to Santa. People can then adopt a letter from a child to make sure those holiday wishes are fulfilled this year. This year, you can choose to adopt a family as a team to ensure requests from the same households are met. You can visit USPSOperationSanta.com to learn more.
The semester is coming to an end, and I found out what some of our students' favorite moments were from this fall semester. The year seems to have flown by fast, and many students have been thinking about this past semester. What's changed, what's new, and what's to come? We all have memories from this year. Some are from the very start, when moving in and meeting our best friends for the first time.
When me and my roommate tried to bunk our beds, they said we needed about like 3 or 4 people, and we did it with just the 2 of us.
And some memories are made by just having fun in class with our friends.
My exercise 147 class, and I have it with some of my friends. They always make it definitely interesting, and more enjoyable too. I mean, sometimes we just end up messing around. Like sometimes you're just sitting there learning and you're just like, don't want to pay attention. But I guess like, I don't know, just having them there, there's always something happening. They're always saying something stupid.
But our memories are made here, at school, and it's important to recognize the good amidst the stress.
Not to have a crash out semester. I guarantee you that's not going to happen though.
The good comes in the form of friends, community, and academic excellence.
Ball State definitely wasn't a choice that I was like ecstatic about choosing, but after like finding my community here, that I've really enjoyed it, and I would vouch for Ball State and its community any day of the week now.
In Muncie, Braylon Judy, NewsLink, Indiana. Make sure to have a great Thanksgiving and winter break, and make sure to remember your great Ball State memories. Coming up, find out how travel may look this upcoming holiday season.
Then, see the possible future for the Federal Reserve.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. Thanksgiving is the busiest holiday for travel this year. Roads and airports during the Thanksgiving holiday period are expected to be busier than ever. AAA predicts nearly 82 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home during the period that runs from the Tuesday before Thanksgiving to Monday, December 1st. That's 1.6 million more travelers compared to last Thanksgiving, a new record. AAA projects the majority of people, at least 73 million, will travel by car. 6 million U.S. travelers are expected to take domestic flights over the Thanksgiving holiday period, a slight increase from last year. Florida is the most popular domestic destination because of its weather, theme parks, and cruise ports.
The National Retail Federation forecasts the first $1 trillion holiday season is ahead. However, consumers may not get all bang for their buck. Popular holiday gifts like toys, apparel, and electronics are among the most imported and most impacted by the Trump administration's tariffs. The de minimis rule had long kept low-value packages entering the U.S. tariff-free. The exemption ended in August. With Christmas approaching, these items may hit customers unexpectedly.
Uncomfortable reality of it all is that the sort of things that we want this Christmas or in past Christmases is stuff that is no longer produced in the United States.
To keep these costs low, many are taking advantage of Black Friday deals. Black Friday this year is next Friday, November 28th. Online deals will be on that following Cyber Monday.
The Federal Reserve appears to be growing resistance to another interest rate cut next month. Minutes from last month's meeting were released today and reveal many Fed officials argued against lowering interest rates in December. The Fed cut its benchmark rate in late October, the second cut this year, bringing borrowing costs to the lowest level in 3 years. The move was designed to prevent job losses as hiring slows under President Donald Trump's sweeping economic policies. But markets now see a third cut as unlikely. Futures show about a 68% chance that Feds hold the rate steady in December.
It's been a gloomy week with lots of cloud cover, but can we expect to see that sun anytime soon? Find out after the break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Let's take you outside Cooper Science right now, where those clouds are sticking around just like they have been for the past few days. Nothing but overcast skies across the Ball State campus right now. Winds come from the west-southwest, 6 miles per hour. Cloudy conditions, temperatures 45 degrees, dew points 39. Those numbers are a little close to each other, so we might be seeing some light fog rolling tonight into tomorrow morning, and that visibility is starting to go down 8 miles now. Current temperatures right now, 45 degrees in Muncie, 42 in Newcastle, and 42 to our north in Marion. Similar story when I zoom out statewide, 43 in Indianapolis and 46 to our west in Terre Haute. Our next rain system starting to make its way into the Midwest. Right now, some showers over in Oklahoma and Kansas, slowly making its way to Indiana, but we mainly have cloud cover right now, and we're going to be seeing that cloud cover as we go throughout the next few days. You're going to hear me say clouds a lot in this forecast. Temperature is going to remain pretty consistent as we go throughout the next 12 hours, 43 at midnight, 42 at 1 in the morning. So a low tonight is going to be 43 degrees. Cloudy skies overall, wind's going to be pretty calm. So if you do want to take a walk, it should be a nice night to take a walk. Just make sure you do wear a light jacket, and you won't be seeing those stars tonight either because of that cloud cover. And those clouds certainly will be sticking around tomorrow as well. It should be a great day to walk the dog overall, but again, just lots of cloud cover. 43 degrees at 8 in the morning, 46 at 10, 49 at noon. We're going out for lunch. And then when you come home around 4 p.m., 50 degrees. So going to be, again, cloudy, but definitely just when you're walking that dog, do wear a light jacket. But I kept talking about these clouds a lot. Rain's going to start making its way into the forecast Friday morning. Here's 7 a.m. Those light showers starting to make its way into our viewing area for when you're getting ready to go to work. And that's going to persist all throughout the day Friday. We got some darker greens, some heavier pockets of rain here and there. But that rain's going to start to make its way out around early morning Saturday. Here's Saturday at 4 in the morning. Saturday at 4 in the morning, so the cloud's going to make its way out, and then we're going to have those clouds make its way out fully by Saturday evening, and we're finally going to be seeing that sunshine return. It's been a few days, but that sunshine's going to be making its way back just in time for the weekend. We've had so much rain showers and snow last week that a lot of leaves are on the ground, and you might got to rake them. So it's going to be great days for that on Saturday and Sunday. 52 on Saturday, 57 Sunday. Wind's going to be pretty light both days with mostly sunny conditions, and the temperature trend going to be hovering right around the average of 51 degrees. Little 3-4 degrees above average, 55 Friday, 52 Saturday. Going to spike up a little bit by Monday, 58 degrees, but overall going to be going right around that average perfect fall weather as we head into the last full week of November, just in time for Thanksgiving. But we are going to see a big cool down as we go into late next week. 55 degrees on Friday with 70% chance of rain. Sun, like I said, comes back by the weekend, 57 degrees on Sunday. Clouds do start to build back in though on Monday, 58 degrees. Rain chances return on Tuesday, 60% chance of rain. And that's going to cool our temperatures down into the mid-40s, 47 on Wednesday. Low's going to be a little chilly in the 30s and 40s throughout the week. So good news, Stella and Braylon. I am excited for some above average temperatures, especially in time for Thanksgiving.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I love going out with the family and just throwing the football around. I mean, that's like the best part of Thanksgiving to me.
Yeah, as you mentioned, walking my dog, I'll be excited to see my dog and walk the block with my family. So.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be perfect for that. You won't get that sunshine, but at least you don't got to put the sunglasses on.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe.
Of course.
There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Jaden Collins has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Braylon and Stella. An NBA player makes history yet again, and a local high school team prepares for the season ahead. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority. Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Jaden Collins with sports. After missing the first 14 games of the season, Lakers star LeBron James made his return to the court last night. The 40-year-old's appearance against the Utah Jazz makes him the first player to play in a record 23 different seasons of NBA basketball. James ended the night with 11 points and 12 assists, making his 1,293rd consecutive game with double-digit points, a streak that dates back to January of 2007. The Lakers will get the best of the Jazz by a final score of 140 to 126, improving to an 11-4 start on the season. Staying on the basketball court, Delta Boys basketball is gearing up for their new campaign. NewsLink Indiana's Aiden McNally met with the team to see how they're preparing with a rebuilt roster.
After achieving their third straight semi-state appearance last year, the Delta Boys basketball team is aiming for its fourth consecutive visit to the semi-stage. The Eagles are going into this season with one of the younger rosters in their conference. With that being the case, head coach Mark Detweiler understands that finding roles are the most important aspect of working through this process.
So a lot of new faces. A lot of it right now that we're preaching is just, roles and identity, kind of carving out what you do well and what you bring to the table and trying to stay within those roles. Early on, it's, we got guys trying to, maybe do a little too much right now. And so just kind of getting settled into identity and what you do well individually.
With a team as young as Delta's this year, finding leadership within the roster isn't always easy. But senior Lucas Bragg knows what he needs to do as a leader, as one of the few upperclassmen on the team.
Just doing whatever it takes to get the team to win, whether that be scoring a bunch of points, passing the ball to my teammates, or having a good game. We got some young guys, we got some talented guys. And so just find the way to win.
Coach Detweiler's roster makeup this season is different from years past, but this only makes Detweiler more excited for the campaign ahead and the types of players he'll get to work with.
I'm most excited about the physical presence this group will have on the floor because of our size and athleticism. If we rebound and guard in the interior like I think this group is capable of, then we will be a team that could compete for championships in the second half of the year.
Delta starts their quest to get back to the semi-stage November 29th on the road at Connorsville. In Muncie, Aiden McNally, NewsLink, Indiana.
Tumbling to the mats, Ball State Gymnastics has released their 2026 schedule. The Cards will open the season with one of two back-to-back home meets on January 11th and January 18th. The first of those meets will be the annual Squishmallow Night, with the following meet being K-Pop Demon Hunters Night. After 2 weeks on the road, the Cards will return to Worthen for the final two home meets of the season, with Alumni Day and a tri-meet on February 8th and Senior Day against Eastern Michigan on the 15th. The MAC Championships will be held on March 21st at Bowling Green. And guys, it is great to see the best player to wear 23 back for his 23rd season finally.
Oh, for sure. He's the king. Some may call him the GOAT. I love LeBron James.
Yeah, me too.
He's amazing.
Yeah, and speaking of GOATs, gymnastics is my favorite sport to watch. They've got some great sports going on.
No, it's so crazy seeing them get up there. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the plank with the two handles and
the pommel horse.
The pommel horse,
yes.
It's crazy. And I'm like, how do you have core strength to do that?
Yeah, for sure. It's very impressive for sure. Yeah.
We'll be looking forward to that
roster
coming out.
Thank you, Jaden. Coming up, Taco Bell is releasing a new menu.
And we have one last look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan. Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Taco Bell is rolling out 3 new items nationwide, all created by real fans. Starting tomorrow, the Cantina Craze, California Crunchwrap, and Burrito Bliss will be available for a limited time. The fan-made lineup features a steak and fries twist on the classic Crunchwrap, a grilled vegetarian remix of the cheesy bean and rice burrito, and a loaded version of the Cantina Crispy Taco. Taco Bell loyalists were invited to share their ideas for the new menu items. After more than 40,000 submissions, 3 so-called honorary fan chefs were chosen to bring their flavor ideas to stores across the country.
You never know where you might find love, like maybe the swimming pool. An Illinois couple who met at a YMCA water aerobics class tied the knot, and they held the ceremony in the very same pool where their romance began. 82-year-old Edward Lauer and 78-year-old Marlon Parsons in the class in Maryville. They had both lost their longtime spouses 6 years earlier. But after some playful splashing, they realized how much they liked each other. It turns out that the aquatics director is a minister, so they decided to take the big plunge in the pool. The wedding included a bouquet toss, a dance. They even ended the ceremony the way their romance started, with some playful splashing.
Well, how about that? Isn't that just like the sweetest thing that you've ever heard of?
Oh, I know. I mean, in the pool where they met.
I hope I have like some sort of special wedding. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, gosh, that was just amazing. What a nice story.
Oh, for sure. And maybe they can get some Taco Bell after the wedding.
I love Taco Bell.
How about that?
We all do.
For sure. Well, Joe, what do you have for final weather?
Yeah, let's take one last look at tonight's forecast. 43 degrees is going to be the low tonight, pretty consistent throughout the evening. Cloudy skies, wind's going to be pretty calm. So again, just a great night. Not going to see those stars though with those clouds in the sky. 7-day forecast, sunshine returns by the weekend, but we got to get through some rain first on Friday. 57 on Sunday, 58 on Monday. High temperatures begin to crater back into the 40s by Wednesday, just in time for Thanksgiving. So, Braylon, Stella, what are your Thanksgiving plans?
For me, I think I'm going to go with my girlfriend and just eat with her family and maybe make it to mine. I know it kind of sounds scummy of me, but we're going to try and double Thanksgiving this year. What about you, Stella?
Yeah, just spending some family time, maybe some good desserts. How about you, Joe?
Going to the Detroit Lions game.
Oh,
really?
Fun.
Yep.
That's awesome. What are you guys' favorite Thanksgiving meals?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah,
I'm with
that's
you
a
on
good
that.
one. Me too.
Well, thank you, Joe. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page, YouTube channel, and listen in on WCRD 91.3.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.